as much of a win and being excited, I'm more relieved. So.
Coach, what did you think of Michael tonight or today in the
obviously we didn't do as well as we'd like to do offensively. So I thought he tried to hurry things.
On the pass play to Rager though, when he dropped the snap, that kind of doesn't get rattled there. Is that a good sign?
I would guess.
Okay.
I'm glad he picked it up.
You had two blitzes from your secondary with Ridwan and one with Jeff that came out with some big plays. Is that something that you saw coming into the game that you guys could do?
Yeah, they had a couple tendencies. I knew you can't just stand there and play middle drill with them. They win, they kind of get 3, then they kind of get 4, and then they're going for it on 4th down, and then it's 1st down, and then you just kind of, it's like playing a triple option team. So somehow you have to do some things where you can get to lost yardage plays, and we were able to do that. We didn't handle the quarterback draw as well as what we did a year ago. We needed to. That's one of their better plays. So.
What kind of growth did you see in your young secondary?
Well,
this week?
There a lot of young guys. It's been one of those where you're down to the skeleton and things. So, I mean, it's been that way. In fact, I have to find out about Trey Morig. Something happened on one of the special teams, so we got to find out what happened to him too. So,
what was going through your mind when Kansas State fumbled and you guys picked it up, and then Ben fumbled it right back to? What's going through your mind at that point?
Fall in it. The rule is if you're going that direction, you can pick it up. If you have to come back for the ball, then you fall on it. Standard rule, every takeaway. You throw it in front of you, you pick it up. If it goes behind you, you just fall on it. Too many people around.
You guys looked like a pretty good defensive stand on their second touchdown. Your defensive line played really good for that final yard. I mean,
I'm going to be interested to see if he got in. I'm interested to go watch that.
You talk about the way LJ played today. It seemed like he was a pretty good force for you guys.
Yeah, good and bad. Good and bad. He made some plays, and then there was a couple of the sweeps where he pulled himself out, where it stretches into the boundary where he needed to be making the play. But as a general, he played. He made some plays.
Coach, you kind of mentioned things finally fell your way. You feel like the football gods finally smiled on you guys with all the injuries and
for today. Well, we'll take it one at a time for today. So.
Rager scored 4 games in a row now. How's his confidence doing?
What's that?
Jalen Rager scored 4 games.
Oh, he doesn't have a problem with confidence.
It's got to be good for his mentality.
Oh, I think that's just fine.
Are you glad to see your senior receivers like Jerrison and Jalen? Jalen had a couple good catches on 3rd down, Jerrison as well. Are you glad to see those guys finally?
Yeah, the other thing though, I didn't see John, and I didn't see, I saw Nigel, but I didn't see John. I saw T. Hunt, but I didn't see John. Getting guys and those guys, we get the taller guys back in the ball game. But I'll ask tomorrow. You guys are easy. We appreciate you being here.
I don't think you've ever had a 4-game losing streak, and you avoided that today. How big is that for you personally to snap it through?
Like I told you last week, there's no such thing as a bad loss. There's no such thing as a bad win. They're all the same. A loss is a loss, and a win is a win. When you work 90 hours a week, you don't go, well, I didn't win last week, so I think I'll cut it down to 65. I mean, it stays the same, so it just makes it a little bit more worth it. One thing I've learned, if you keep doing something a long time, most things will be they'll be shattered. You just keep doing it, so.
Are you confident in your return game right now, punt and kickoff return?
Well, the wind was bad today. I mean, we got the ball back. We had already talked about when they were punting with the wind, we were not going to catch it. We left our defense on the, when they had to punt against the wind, we left our defense on the field. Because we didn't want anybody running back, anybody had a chance of running into it like they did on the first punt. So, but today was not a great day. Today was not a great, I thought our kickoff team did a fine job. Kickoff return, we had a guy block a sideline return instead of a field return, and that's who tackled Darius Davis. But after he fumbled it, he should have, he's just a freshman, he's gonna learn, take a knee. Don't start out on the 1 yard line, take a knee. But he'll learn those kind of things. It's one of those things where you have to be, you know, it's not about you returning a kickoff return, it's about winning. That's what all young guys have to learn. It's not about them, it's about winning. Doing the right thing. I mean, that was about the wrong thing, but he'll learn, he'll do the right thing. He's gonna be a good returner, but you gotta do the right thing. And that one was one of those where, and you know, a little bit has to do with us. We probably shouldn't have had a freshman returner back there doing that. So a little bit falls on us doing it. But once he fumbled it, take a knee. Take a knee in the end zone, take it to the 25, go about your life. And we'll have that conversation tomorrow. We kind of had it on the sideline already, but we'll do it calmer this time.
Coach, are you a believer in the cliche that takeaways come in bunches? You think this could be turning the tide for y'all?
I don't know, but I hope so. Kind of like I hope Santa Claus hopes that I had a good year, because it hasn't been very good for me, to be honest with you, up to this point, on or off the field. So.
You guys played much better on third down this week. How impressed were you with your defense in
Well,
that?
I mean, except for one ball game, we played well on third down all year. So we were able to dial it up last year on them on third down, and we had to do it again today, just because of the quarterback draw. The quarterback draw is what hurt us as much as anything. All I know is it's 6 o'clock. I've got about 6 hours of Gary time now before I start back into Coach B time. And then I'll vote once I see everybody play, and then I'll go to bed. These West Coast people got to quit having these late ball games, because it's killing me on my voting. I'm actually somebody that actually watches it and sees what you're supposed to do and then do it right. So.
Anything else for Coach? Okay, thank you,
With
Coach.
pleasure.